tomorrow. Now, stay tuned for a WMUR-TV special presentation.
Due to the graphic nature of this programming, viewer discretion is advised. This show is about unresolved crime cases. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you are about to see is not a news broadcast.
20-year-old Stephanie Lear describes encounters with creatures from another world that speak to you through your television. Last December, a Colorado sheriff was brutally shot while on patrol. Before he died, he was able to identify his attacker's car. A woman was accused of brutally attacking and murdering her daughter. However, the security camera footage says otherwise. Tonight's 3 cases, each leaving one final clue to close the case forever. Join me tonight, and you might be able to solve the mysteries.
People see strange lights in the sky, and after a while, they just automatically learn to distinguish the difference between a UFO and a plane.
Betty Hill is 78 years old and lives in a modest apartment in Portsmouth. Hardly the kind of person you'd picture as being the godmother of the modern UFO movement. Her story begins on September 19, 1961. She and her husband Barney were traveling through the White Mountains after a vacation in Montreal. She says around Franconia Notch, a strange light began following their car. The Hills say they were taken from their car by aliens and led into a spacecraft. They claim they were the subjects of medical experiments.
One of them spoke English in a limited way, and he said they only wanted to do some simple tests, and when the tests were over with, we could go back home.
Betty Hill says the aliens examined their hair, skin, and bone structure, and they were released unharmed. This story gave the Hills international attention. They were the subject of a book called The Interrupted Journey. That book was eventually made into a film. Betty Hill recently wrote her own book called A Common Sense Approach to UFOs. She spent nearly half her life researching and photographing what she calls alien spacecraft.
They're out here circling this planet, and they're circling, and they're building up in numbers, we know that. And I think, I say, they're probably coming down here to do their shopping, for their shopping mall, and picking up whatever they need for out in space.
Hill knows there are many people who simply don't believe her. But they weren't in that car 36 years ago.
I recognized, to me, right away, he was an astronaut from another solar system. It was as simple as that.
Connie had a rough life growing up. Her dad kind of ran out on her and her mom, so Connie stepped up and played the role of the dad and kind of took over the household. Connie and I had the same classes. We went to the same school growing up, and we really bonded over bands that we really liked. Well, Connie had just gotten off of work, so she called me up, just wanted to chat. Her mom asked her to pick some groceries up on her way home.
Hey Mom, I'm home. Dad says hi.
Don't slam my door.
she had touched something gross. Connie doesn't really like gross textures, and she can't really handle them.
Really be scared.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now, I mean it.
We got a call about some sort of disturbance. The person said they heard a lot of screaming coming from the neighbors. So, we went down and checked on the situation. Although, we weren't prepared for what we found.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting...